Monday Night Football, they got flexed in. Just the Wizards, no load management. He and Paul George are both there. Kawhi finishing there. But the 24th game or so of the season for the Clips. So Kawhi's played about 17, 18. So he's missed about a quarter of the games. We'll see. Remember, he missed 22 last year with Toronto. But as I recall,
got Toronto coming up, actually.
Yeah, as I recall, it turned out okay. Right? And then,
real good.
Yeah, Paul George here on the easy run outs in their one and only visit to the nation's capital, unless the Wizards make the NBA Finals. I feel pretty confident saying that's not going to happen. This is Lou Williams. The super sub six-man continues to amaze. Clips got a 1-point lead at the half. Speaking of the Raptors, Nabil.
Yep, taking on the 76ers. Last time these guys played, Joel Embiid going scoreless. Under 7 seconds left in the first. Embiid here dishing it out to Matisse Thybulle. And he's going to make the three. Now in the second, 76ers up 5. Raptors with some good ball movement. Kyle Lowry going to make the wide open 3. You know he loves playing in Philly, being a Philly kid, cutting it to 2-point game. Later in the quarter, Sixers going in transition off the turnover. Ben Simmons pushing it. James Ennis in for the dunk. Philly up 4. Under 3 to go in the half. Simmons to Tobias Harris in the corner. Wide open 3. It is 61-45 right now. About 8:45 left in the third.
What do you have here?
We got a little must-see. We're going to stick with basketball. We're going to go G League, though. Grand Rapids Drive taking on College Park Skyhawks. Brandon Goodwin missing a layup. Donta Hall of the Drive in transition.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
You should be doing the play-by-play.
No, I shouldn't be.
Yeah, you should be here. Yeah, you should be here.
Here's my thing, though, on this. Does this count as a dunk when you don't really touch it? You throw it in, because Blake Griffin had a couple of DeAndre Jordan. Anyways, whatever it is. It is awesome.
The force.
It is pretty awesome.
Speaking of awesome, Florida State used to be. Mike Norvell is hoping he can make it happen again. So yesterday he wins the AAC with Memphis 12-1. They're going to the Cotton Bowl. A few hours later, he's on the road recruiting for Florida State. And then today he's officially introduced. Life at the top is tough. One thing Coach Norvell is, as you can tell, is dynamic.
It is a new day for Florida State. It's a new opportunity. I can tell you that we're going to bring a new age approach to everything that we do with old school values and an old school philosophy. This is going to be a program that you have to work for everything. It's going to be a program that's built off true core family values of service, sacrifice, and respect. So we're going to approach everything with a championship mindset, a championship approach, a championship with championship values of doing things the right way. Because this program is going back to the top.
It's interesting he says that because they haven't been at the top in quite some time. From 2010 to 2016, I mean, for the latter part of that 7 years or so, they own the ACC.
Yeah.
And then since Clemson came on the scene, they have dipped considerably. And Mike Norvell is out there to make sure they can level the playing field for an all-time great program that looks like a shell of itself at the moment.
I like the intensity.
Very
little less intense here, though. Checking out Florida State on the basketball side, hosting Clemson. Picking up in the second, FSU down 3. MJ Walker triple. 5 minutes into the second half, FSU with the 1-point lead. Trent Forrest driving. Hits it out to Anthony Polite in the corner. Polite had himself a contest here. Out from 3 again. Seminoles with the double-digit lead. Just over 8 minutes to go. And give Polite one more. I was going to make a Polite joke. Not going to do it because it's lame. And even the fact that I brought it up is pretty lame. Florida, though. Florida State, I should say. Winning big, guys, 72-53.
My personal opinion, if you're going to go that far, just do it.
You should have done it.
Just
right?
my thought.
I should have done it.
UNC and Virginia, both of these teams coming off devastating losses, which sounds tough to say because they're two of the best in the country. Cole Anthony has nothing going there. And then Greg's kid's like, now I'm going to try this from the corner, and that's not going to drop. Carolina scored sub-50 against Ohio State in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. That was Wednesday on ESPN. It's not looking any better here.
Struggling.
Lowest point total in the last 10 years at the half. 18 points. Virginia led by 6. Virginia was coming off a head-scratching debacle against Purdue. I mean, Purdue was really good, but they had nothing going. There's Diakite, one of the heroes of last year's championship run in Virginia. Defense there. And when it's 47-35, that's like a 30-point lead for most teams. Like
Right.
down 12 to Virginia, it's like being down 24 against anyone else. Too much. Carolina's got Wofford next. Never underestimate Wofford, somebody once told me. And then Gonzaga on the road December 21st.
I'm beside myself. I've gotten, since last 2 years, or last 3 years, I've gotten to be the worst coach I can ever remember because we're doing some of the most unbelievable things any team that I've ever had. But got a job and got to try to get better later this week.
That's when I mentioned they'll take on the Wofford Terriers and then a visit to the Kennel. That's an odd trip for Carolina to go out to the Pacific Northwest. Back-to-back sub-50-point games. They've lost 5 in a row against the Hoos.
All right, the big match of the late games. You have the Patriots, you have the Chiefs, and it's not good for the Pats right now. That one late in the fourth quarter. Tim's going to be by, Ryan's going to be by. We're going to break it all down on Sports.